Alright. Here we go. On to the bottom. Playing for Seed, Academy team of Root, it is Arium.
And on the upper left, the red Zerg playing for Team Infinity 7, it is Sanddbox.
Bada bing, bada boop. It spells Sheer Vestige. I love this map, this is Protoss. I don't know why Sanddbox chose it, to be honest. I thought Zerg players usually hate this map. In PvZ at least.
I wouldn't say this map is particularly favored toward any race. I mean, personally, yeah, no. I mean, you love it. I know you love it personally, Dylan, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't feel like this map is too good for any race.
I know. I just hear a lot of Zergs complain about this map usually, but
yeah. I mean,
maybe just people I'm playing on ladder. I don't know.
The thing about this map is that it's relatively small for a two-player map.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the smaller maps.
Yeah, all the bases are kind of close to each other. So, yeah, and harassment can be extremely effective on this map, because the 4th and the 5th are on opposite sides of the map. The 3rd also very far from the main. And we see Sanddbox going for another standard 15 pool, so it looks like Arium's going to go for another Forge Fast Expand.
Yeah. Last time he was actually a 14 pool, so it's just a tiny deviation, but it's not too big of a difference. We'll see. Since Arium did scout that 15 pool, he knows he can easily Nexus first without a problem at all. So I'm sure that's exactly what's going to be coming down out of him. He's already at 16 supply, so 17 he's going to be dropping that. Oh, wow, he's actually going Forge. That's interesting. Wow. Wonder what the reason behind this is. I guess he just wants to play super safe, and maybe he's one of those players.
Earlier in chat, he was talking about how he does see Sanddbox as a formidable opponent, so maybe he's just playing really safe.
Yeah, I guess he's just one of those players that never likes the Nexus first, just like because of that possibility of a Ling run by or something. Oops. I know MC was like that for a good portion. Excuse me, a good portion of time. Like no matter what, he would always go Forge first for whatever weird reason, while everyone else was going Nexus first. But I mean, Arium's doing this. And that's an interesting Forge spot. It's weird. Or a cannon spot, I mean, I'm sorry. I don't know why. It looks kind of weird. Maybe it'll be fine.
Yep, so both players opening up very standard. There goes the 3rd hatchery for Sanddbox.
That was actually much earlier than last game, too.
21 3rd is pretty standard.
No, he got it. He got it at before 4 minutes. Last time he got it a little after 4 minutes. Oh, okay. So you're good, like the 20-30 seconds earlier.
This is the standard Zerg play. Last game he was a bit late on the third hatch then.
Yeah.
Sposer. Yeah, so he's scouting around the map looking for any weird proxies with these two Zerglings. Gas is going up now for Arium. And I'm interested to see what Arium is going to do this game. I really doubt that he's going to try to go for another fast 3rd. Because this map is not good for that.
Yeah, this is not the exact game or map where you would want to get a fast 3rd because of how many entrances there are. Just like it's just way too far away. I'm going to expect some other sort of kind of 2-base all-in because Arium is more known for that kind of play. But I don't know, he could go for a 3rd. So we'll see exactly what he wants to do once the Cyberport finishes, of course. Of course, like we said, there's no chronoing on this core, or on this skate, so he's doing all on Nexus, so definitely not the same build he was doing last game. He's getting a Stalker right afterwards as well, though, so it's similar, but it's just not the same exact thing.
Yeah.
He is chronoing Nexuses now, so that's good. So we'll see what kind of tech he decides. And there's the Twilight Council.
Twilight Council gets dropped.
So it's going to be other Blinker DTs. Either or leads more towards a 2-base all-in, but we could see a possible macro out of this. It'd be a little awkward, though, I would think.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, if this is for Dark Templar, this is not going to be the fastest Dark Templar rush that you can do. We've seen Hero do 1 gate FE into an extremely fast Twilight Console before Warp Gate or Mothership Core. And with that build, you can get DTs into your opponent's space at like, what, the 7-minute mark? 6-minute mark?
Something like that.
Yeah, I mean, so he's not getting Blink.
Dark Templar.
Spectron, yeah.
Alright. this will be interesting. He is getting +1 as well behind this. So it still could transition into like a +2 blink all-in. I used to do this build so much during early wings. It was so good. Where you go open Dark Templar and then go into blink with +2 all-in. It was just so good. But he's not getting blink yet. Usually you get blink like around now, like as you get the Dark Shrine.
Oh, there's a robot.
There's a robot. Oh wow. So he might be doing a drop, maybe. Man, this is a weird build.
Yeah.
It could be a Dark Templar drop, but it could be
but
macro as well.
Yeah, I think he's just gonna go for a macro game. I don't think this is gonna be an all-in.
That's weird. Usually you don't see DT off of Forge expand like into macro games. Usually it's just like to end it really quickly. Because it just transitions really awkwardly. Because if you go Dark Templar, you're just kind of stuck on Twilight, or you're forced into go Robo at the same time, which is what Arium's doing. And then just in general, your unit count is low, so you're gonna have a hard time defending in third base.
Yeah.
So. But he has been chronoing out units out of this. How many sentries does he have? He has 3 sentries at this point, so he's getting his unit count up early to be able to expand. And, alright, this is weird.
It looks like he's going to go for Dark Templar drops.
It's just, like, weirdly timed, though, because, like,
the
Dark Shrine finished and the Warp Prism started.
Yeah, and he's going to go for a third. Look, it's queued up. His Nexus is queued up.
That's so weird.
Wow. So I guess he's just going to try to keep the Zerg pinned at home with the Dark Templar while he's expanding. This is a very, very thin build.
Yeah, it's super lean.
Yeah. He's not going to have very many hits defending at all. It really just comes down... Oh, wow, he's actually going to go with the sentries. So he's going to do a sentry...
What? Oh, that's so weird. He's going to drop... Oh, man, but Sanddbox just sees this early expand. He's just going right at it.
Yeah.
And Arium... Oh, he's not going to see it. Oh, he's going to see the roaches. Yeah, oh, but he sees them pull back.
I think he's gonna lose a third.
Yeah, he's gonna have to cancel that. He has no units to defend that at all.
Sanddbox comes in with his Overseer and sees the Dark Shrine, sees the Robo, and he knows what's happening.
Oh man, he doesn't even commit to the drop. He just force fielded saw the roaches, and that's it. So this build has been completely destroyed right now. This Nexus is gonna get forced to cancel. The DTs are forced to warp in at home, never a feeling you want to have to deal with, and absolutely no damage at all.
Sanddbox is prepared for this. He has an Overseer in his main, and Spores at his natural and third. Arium's going to try and take his third again, but this is so late now, and he's going to be stuck having invested so much gas into this Dark Templar attack that's not going to do him much good now.
Yeah, I wonder if he's going to try to do like a Immortal, Sentry Immortal all-in after this. Like usually you see those kind of delayed ones with like +2, a lot of Blink Stalkers, a couple Immortals, and now even Archons. Yeah, so... Yeah. That could be an option for him, because he's getting a lot of extra gates. He had one in his main, and he's getting a lot to wall off here. So that's definitely an option, but he still could macro out of this. It's obviously, anything's open at this point. But given the situation that he's in, I would lean more towards an all-in, because it's going to be really hard to macro out of this with any sort of advantage. Because he's already really far behind.
Yeah, and we can see...
the hive's already started.
Yeah, pretty fast hive. So, I mean... I'm interested to see what he's gonna do with this. If he's gonna try to make Vipers, or, I mean, oh, he's committed to Hydralis. He's getting the Hydralis speed upgrade, and he's just establishing his fourth now. So, I mean, I'd say this game could still go either way, but it's not looking too great for Arium. He's only now transferring probes to his third.
Yeah, it's quite the late third saturation, while Sanddbox has been saturated at his fourth for quite some time at this point. His hive is just going to finish now, so we'll see exactly what he wants to do with this. So I'm guessing it's going to be Vipers.
Yeah. Vipers with Blinding Cloud would be very useful in this situation. He could also abduct the Immortals or the Archons.
And yep, there's the first Viper coming out. Only one, though. He doesn't actually have gas. So he's going to have to get a couple more of those to actually do something. Alright. So yeah, he's going to go Vipers, so he's going to need to get Blinding Cloud off and absorb everything like you said. That's the only thing you can do at this point. Going into Ultralisk would be just such an awkward thing to do at this point. There's already a mortal count out, so that wouldn't do anything whatsoever. If Arium doesn't get High Templar out anytime soon, he might just get straight up destroyed, because Blinding Cloud does so much to this kind of army right here. Like Blink Stalker, Immortal Colossus, I mean not Colossus, Sentry, is meant to kill off that Roach Hydra mid-game army, before they have Vipers and give you like a big advantage in the, either win or give you a big advantage going into the late game. But Sanddbox has been ahead the entire game, and he's already getting Vipers out right now. They're already out. They're consuming stuff right over here. So they're going to have full energy, and this army is most likely not going to do anything but once Blinding Clouds gets thrown down, since it's almost all range.
Yeah, and but I think Sanddbox could actually be in some trouble here. His army composition is not the strongest. He has a lot of Hydras, but he doesn't have anything to buffer in between.
That is true.
And I mean, you do have to worry about the Colossi, but I mean, even if he abducts those right now, the Archons and Immortals in this army could chew through those Hydras really quickly.
Another Another thing is that the upgrades are heavily in Arium's favor right now. +3 is getting very close to being done, and only 1-1 for Zerg right now. So that's going to be a huge indicator in this battle. But again, if you just look at Arium's army, it just looks very small. Oh, and actually, he might get a Viper. Yeah, he gets one. That's actually really good.
That was almost a full energy Viper.
Ooh, he's gonna get that Colossus right as it comes out.
Right as it pops out.
Oh, that's so good.
Nice move.
Oh, he's even bringing spine crawlers to abduct those, or whatever the hell that ability consume. Yeah, during the battle, but he doesn't want to lose those, so he can actually get energy. There we go. Alright, so that's really good. And he's maxed at this point. But this is such a weird... He's trying to go up in this tiny choke. He can easily just force field that off.
I do not like this engagement coming out of Arium. If he tries to move up there and gets force fielded, he's going to lose his entire army for nothing.
Yeah, he needs to split up his army a little bit. Oh, but he's really doing really good at picking off a couple
units. He's actually picking Immortals, Archons, Colossi.
And then just recharging in between. That's so cool.
Oh, the Vipers get feedbacked.
Man.
It's thrown down.
Double time warp. Force fields get thrown down as well. This Colossus is remaining completely untouched, and without these Vipers, we're seeing how good this Protoss army can absolutely be. And that army gets absolutely rolled by Arium. There's no Blinding Clouds at all in that.
And these Mortals in the army have 9 kills, 2 kills, 7 kills. I mean, the Archons themselves have 7 kills, 6 kills. The Mothership Core has 7 kills. I mean, this is a very well-rounded Protoss army, and you can't just go Roach Hydra against this and expect to win.
Yeah, and here we go. He's starting to do a Muta switch right now, but he only had one. Wait, oh no, he's got 11. I'm sorry. There we go. I misread that. All right, so he's gonna do a Muta switch, but it's not in the right number at this point. He needs at least like 20 or so to actually make this quite effective. So he's gonna be forced into a base race right here, but he doesn't. Because he just can't kill this army.
The mutas are dying. The cannons.
Oh man, he's going into the natural as well with all his lings. There's a force field and a DT there, so...
Oh, very nice from Arium for leaving his sentry home and catching that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Arium has actually killed 2 bases and he's going for the natural, so...
Yeah, this army's not going to be stopped. The thing is, though, that... The Lings and Roaches are getting through, though, so the production is going to start to get crippled by Arium. So this army, what he has is all it's going to be. A couple Blinding Clouds getting thrown down onto this army, though, so it is limiting him a little bit, but it doesn't really matter because there's nothing to actually engage, so he can just walk forward out of those. And the Hive's going to get focused down as well. All the Overlords getting focused as well, and a Zealot harass going off onto the other base that was hidden by Sanddbox. So this is looking better and better for Arium as this goes by, especially since Sanddbox doesn't have the Muta count to actually keep the space race going, really.
And he has no money. He can't rebuild like you usually can in a base race.
Later.
Yeah, and I love Arium's response to the attempt for a base trade. He's warping in DTs at home, and this Overseer only just arrived. Those DTs have so many kills between them. So it looks like this game is going to go to Arium right now.
Yeah, he's still trying to make mutas, but I mean, he's making like a single muta at a time, 2 mutas at a time. It doesn't freaking matter. He's trying to even like move his spine crawlers around, but what did he recall? Oh, he did. Wow, that freaked me out. I just like looked away for a second and I looked back and there wasn't an army up there. I was like, what the heck? But yeah, Arium's gonna stabilize here because there's just no muta count. There's only 8.
Yeah. I mean, the Sanddbox could try to be as annoying as possible and just keep running around with those mutas, but he's pretty dead. He has 1 hatchery, that what used to be a macro hatchery in his main.
He doesn't have any income.
Yeah, he doesn't have any drones.
There it is. GG.
GG. Well played.